Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today here in Salt Lake City on February 27th, 2025. And we have the camera pushed out 124 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. The address that we're at today is 2721 East, 2100 South. Bear with me while I situate my camera a little better so I can pull this back. So, this first connection is called the nose-on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. It looks like a good connection there. Over 120 feet out, so fairly lengthy line. Average length of a line that I see is around 100 feet, so this is a little on the longer side. A little bit of an offset there where the pipes have moved in a way that you can see that lip around the pipe. It is on the top, which makes it better, but when you have a lip like that, waste can get stuck on it and create a blockage where it could then back up towards the house. From what I can tell, this is transite pipe. Based on what I've seen so far, transite is a cement asbestos pipe. More offsets. I would recommend getting the insurance on this line. That would help offset the cost if and when there is a bigger issue. Little tiny root coming through the left side there. We're going to see a lot more of them in a minute. There's some more. These roots are big enough that I'd recommend having them cleaned out now. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots, and so that'll be a maintenance item to keep up with in the future. There's a good size one. You can see toilet paper kind of stuck on the side already. There's some more. And then that looks like an access point. So somewhere out in the yard, you have another spot to access this line. I would hydrojet this line from the inside because you have roots on this side of the cleanout. A little bit of PVC. Oh, that's likely where the ADU feeds in. So we're only looking for line that feeds from the house, not from the accessory unit in the back. A little bit of an offset here. Sometimes they'll use this rubber connection called a Fernco, and it's basically a rubber boot, and that makes it a lot easier for these pipes to move. That might be part of the reason why that has a little bit of a shift on it. Pretty good size lip that's visible around that part of the pipe. Also a root. I'd recommend, once you have it hydrojetted, to scope the line again. You know, there's a lot that we can see today, but there's more that you'd be able to see once it's been cleaned. Another offset there. You have a lot of offsets. Most of them are on the more minor to moderate side. Far from the worst that I've seen. But the only way to permanently fix an offset is to dig it up and do a spot repair. This is cast iron. This is what's under the house. As you can see, cast iron gets real rough and rusty. I would recommend getting this line coated, where they clean it with a chain cutter, and that makes it nice and smooth, less likely to catch debris. It would make it easier to evaluate this line. There's a lot that we're not seeing with all that rust. But when you coat it, you always have the chance that it's already real thin and could collapse. The insurance that I recommended, you can get it through HomeServe. That's one of the more common ones, but that covers where it's in the yard. That doesn't necessarily cover this under your house. Just got a little caught right there. Right there. trying to figure out what that is that I'm getting caught on. You might have a little bit of, kind of looks like channel rot where the bottom of the pipe has deteriorated more than the rest. It's not great if you have a little bit of a flat spot. And just from regular use, after decades of water and waste running through there, it rots away the bottom of that cast iron. I think that's what my camera was getting stuck on. Again, all the more reason to have it put coated and see just how bad that looks under all that rust. I access the line through a clean out in the basement down in the mechanical room. So first thing I would do is have it cleaned, have the cast iron put coated. You definitely want the insurance, but you want a budget to replace that line under the house. I'm going to end this recording now.